market as such. I was going to say they were, as brands were, I would say between 2012 and 2018, brands were sort of fighting for their spot and jockeying. Certainly, shoe brands, FootJoy, Echo, and things fighting for the number one spot. You had to bring stock in. You were trying to offer a service to customers that were not willing to stock products. They've got themselves in a bit of a mess, but with very high stock levels, which of course have to be carried on through, cost a lot of money to store. So there's been a bit of a sorting out there. So I would say what was 5 years ago, perhaps 15-20% of the market has dropped dramatically to well below 10% on such old product as such. Certainly on the shoe companies actually produced for it. They actually wanted the business as such, even though it was so cheap. But I think you've seen that reduce dramatically the last couple of years as you begin to look at what it costs to store this stuff over a long period and so on and so forth.
Okay. Yeah, so would you say that supply of stock lots could decline over time, or I guess availability?
Has reduced and will reduce further, yes, as the companies get better at producing stuff that they need and not overproducing.
So I guess how would that affect the All4Golf business model? And that's what I was trying to understand, because if their competitive advantage is being able to buy these items cheaper and offer them cheaper, would that hurt their competitive?
It could do, certainly, but I think there's such a big player as such in that market. Maybe they will produce, they'll buy for it specifically. They'll call it old stock, but it's not old stock, it's current stock as such. Yeah, so.
Okay, but presumably then their margins would compress, correct?
Definitely, yes. Yep.
Okay, so stock lots reducing over time as inventory management gets better?
Yeah. And there has been a definite destocking of the market the last sort of 3 to 5 years. So everyone's dropped down and reduced on that. So it's maybe it's time again to ramp up and do it. You might see a reinsurgence of that, yeah. But I think everyone had their fingers burnt a bit.
So from a retailer perspective, margins could compress across the space driven by the UK retailers and also just less opportunities to buy cheap stock as inventory management gets better.
Exactly. Margins have compressed and will compress further, yes, definitely. That's the prognosis.
Okay. And then as far as suppliers' relationship with retailers, is it really just what kind of visibility do retailers get on what they can buy, and I guess how much visibility does each party give each other, I guess, in time wise?
I think that the majority of large brands now that work very good systems, online systems, certainly with FootJoy, with Nike, I could look at what they've got in stock on a day-to-day basis and pick stuff off the shelf myself, literally. So it's, I think it's very visible. It's very simple to work these days. And it makes life for the retailer much easier. You don't need to have vast stocks. You can rely on the manufacturer to have stuff in stock and roll through from them, which helps immensely. Yeah.
Nope, that makes a lot of sense. And then how does Amazon fit into this whole picture?
With the average age of the golfer being in Germany especially being so old, and the only growing market is 65, I don't know many 65-year-olds that are very computer affine. So it's obviously a growing market for Amazon, but it's nominal.
So the demographics do not play well to Amazon?
Not yet, no, certainly.
And do they play well to All4Golf because of the old catalog?
Yes. Is
that really true?
Yeah, it's quirky, but it's true, yes. I can send you on with pleasure. You'd laugh at it, but it works. And don't change your winning team, yeah? So it's kept it going.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm assuming Amazon would probably not have the same breadth as a retailer such as Golf House or All4Golf.
No, I think a golfer will tend to want to go to a golf store. You spoke about the high street retailers in the very first sentence. The Karstadts of the world, the sports retailers that have sold golf in the past. Yeah, you see those disappearing now. They have no traction at all these days, simply because the golfer goes to a golf